are now listening to interviews on the app. You are now listening to interviews on the app. All right, welcome to Boulevard Ave, interviews on the Ave, y'all. I am your host, Old Man Logan. Want to tell y'all thank you for tuning in, first and foremost. Follow us on Instagram at Boulevard Ave Radio. That is BLVDAVE_radio. We are also on Twitter. You can listen to the Boulevard Ave Radio podcast on every major streaming platform that there is. So what does that mean? That means you can listen to us on Apple Podcasts as well as Spotify as well as Google Play, just to name a couple of them. All right. So today we're going to get into a quick interview. We got two brothers on the line, and you know what I'm saying? They're going to tell y'all about themselves, tell you about their music, and you know what's to come from them. All right. So without further ado, y'all go ahead and introduce yourselves.
Yeah, this is Rallie Quan, repping UTLM.
And this is Cory, repping UTLM as well.
All right. Rallie and Cory, welcome to Boulevard Ave Radio, man. Okay, so let's go ahead, get into this, man. How y'all feeling? Y'all good?
Yeah, we feeling good, man. We all good.
All right. I know we were supposed to do this a couple of days ago. My apologies, you know what I'm saying? We was recording our shows. Time went over on one show, and that took time from another show. And, you know what I'm saying, before I knew it, we had to get about the studio. So my apologies on that, but we here now. So let's go ahead and get into these questions now, shall we? All right, so Rallie, we're going to start with you first, bro. Let the people know just who Rallie is and you know what I'm saying, what you want to tell them, where you calling from, you know, all that good stuff.
Okay, yeah, my name's Rallie Quan, I'm with UTLM. I'm originally from Mount Vernon, New York. I live in Arizona now, in the Phoenix area. I'm working on this new track right now. It's called in my own lane. I'm in my own lane with the music and, you know, just a life period. So it's a powerful message in it, and it's lyrical. You know, we like to just put ourselves out there with a message so people can wake up from it.
Word. All right, Rallie. All right, Cory, tell us where you're calling from, and just tell us a little bit about yourself real quick.
Well, my name's Cory, and you know, like Rallie said, I'm repping UTLM as well. I'm originally from Alaska, and I'm out here in Phoenix, Arizona as well. And the song that I recently been working on is Light and Blunt, recently released on Spotify, and it's going to be on all major platforms. And really, it's just a single to really just, you know, express this era, in a sense, I could say.
Okay. All right. Now, are you guys solo acts, or are you a group, or are you doing a little bit of both?
A little bit of both.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what's up. Now, Rallie, tell me, what are some of your influences? I know you said you from NY, correct?
That's right.
All right. So tell me about some of your influences, man.
Influence me? You said who influenced me?
Yeah. Some of your influences.
I would say Nas, Big Pun. These brothers came with something nobody else did. It's like the uniqueness just enlightened me in a lot of different ways, man. It made me want to, you know, start writing and doing music, poetry.
Mm-hmm.
I just think it's amazing what those brothers done, man, and it just woke me up. And, you know, like, I coincide with that in so many type of ways, eternally, especially. And just where he really forced it outside myself, start manifesting what these brothers put in me. So that's how that came about.
Okay. That being said, a lot of people don't put Pun up there like that, man. He definitely deserves to be. So you know what I'm saying. I was a big fan of Big Pun. Excuse me. So that being said, though, what's one of your favorite Nas tracks and one of your favorite Big Pun tracks?
One of my favorite Big Pun tracks, I would say, oh man, it's a lot of them. Fun. I would say, You Ain't a Killer.
Okay.
And Nas, I would say, I Gave You Power.
Ah, nice, nice. That's off of It Was Written. It Was Written.
That's correct.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Do you consider It Was Written as a classic, man? Because I be having this debate a lot, man. It gets panned so much because it was so different from Illmatic. But, you know what I'm saying? I kind of feel like It Was Written was a classic in its own right.
It was definitely a classic. Definitely.
Word,
I
word.
don't think it gets too much better than that.
All right. Cory, tell us some of your influences, man.
I could start out with Eminem for one, just because I could relate a lot from his background and experiences, as well as his music. I like his wordplay, I like his messages, and he's just very creative. Another one I could say is King Los, is just because he's so conscious when it comes to music and not just putting anything out there. He's putting a message in the music for the people to understand and try to grow them mentally.
Okay. So, favorite Eminem track and favorite King Los track?
Man, I say my favorite King Los track. Oh, that's a hard one. I could say though, off the top of my head, would be I would say, what's it called? King Los. I say Black Light.
Okay.
Just because the message he has in there is, something that you don't hear on a normal basis. And it really just sparked something in my mind in a conscious way to just really think about certain things.
Okay.
And for Eminem, I could say what's that one song? It's a classic too. Forgot the name. Man, what's that name? I'm sorry, I'm just trying to remember.
It's all good. What album is it from? You know the name of the album?
Mockingbird. That would be it.
Oh, okay.
Just because just the way he explains things, it kind of relates to certain aspects of my life in the past that I could really relate to.
Okay.
And that's probably one of the most songs that touched me the most, eternally.
I feel that. I always wanted Eminem to do an album, like a concept album, where he recorded it basically in the mindset of Rabbit from 8 Mile. I always thought if he did that, man, because those were some of my favorite Eminem songs ever, the ones he had on the 8 Mile soundtrack. And I said, man, if he can give us 12 of these joints and in his Rabbit mindset, I thought it would have been some of the best hip hop ever, man.
Yeah, most definitely. I agree. I agree, 100%.
All right. So that being said, we got into some of y'all influences, but let me know. You know what I'm saying? Listening to these people is one thing, but what made you want to actually go into recording music and say, hey, you know what? Let me go and take a shot at this and see what I can bring to the table.
Yeah, I can say, man, everybody in my neighborhood was doing it, and it was fun. It was like a sport. Like everybody, we was actually having fun, and it was just the uniqueness. You see what's inside of people, and then be it manifest through words and poetry, and just how to connect in their words made me want to like do it to the beat because it sounds more better because people actually dancing to it, and people were having fun, and it was just our way of fun, and then. We started recording like ourselves, and people liked it in the neighborhood, just in the neighborhood. And then after that, it's just like, you do it professionally over good quality instruments and everything. The people's reaction became louder and louder, and it made me just want to stay in it, stick to it, and just keep elevating in it.
Okay. What about you, Cory?
I could say it started from watching TV, like seeing MTV Cribs and stuff, but then, past the, materialistic stuff, I grew a love for it. I love the process. I love the feeling it brought me. And I love, just getting people's attention for a message and people looking up to you to motivate them. And, you could help someone that's going through something very serious and, know that they're not alone going through that process. And I could say also, like I said, I just grew the passion for it and the love, and then it was bigger than the materialistic stuff to me. And it's really just, putting a message out there for people to hear and understand, to see if it can build them in a better way.
Okay, word. Y'all giving some great answers, man. Great answers. You know what I'm saying? Rallie, tell me what your first song was that you recorded. Like, what was it about?
Wow. The song I recorded. The first song I recorded was actually with my brother, and it was about things we were doing in our neighborhood, man. Just the people that was just doing wicked things in our neighborhood, because that's how we came up, and that's what we were seeing, and that's what we became involved with. So that's what we talked about, because we knew they would like it. And like I said, it was wicked, but it was just about just the things that went on in my neighborhood, as far as the drugs and the weapons and the burglaries. Carjacking was a big thing then, and that's what the song was about. Okay.
Is it a song you think to this day, you know what I'm saying, that the current Rallie would say, yeah, this is a good joint. I could release this today and still, get some good feedback? Or is it something you'd be like, let me go re-record this joint?
No, I wouldn't even want to even talk about those things like I agree with it. It's the total opposite, man. I wouldn't even, I wouldn't even really write like that unless I was like expressing and putting it just in the art, because it's in the art.
Right.
But tap on those things, or I metaphorically speak about some of those things that was going on, and I create like pictures off of, that being the foundation and moving something positive off of it.
Right.
But no, I wouldn't want to like release something like that. Not now. To the bad messages, lead the people into a dead end.
There you go. That's what's up, man. That's dope to hear. That's dope to hear artists say that, man. All right. Cory, what about you, sir?
I could say, to pick up where he left off, like the songs that I used to record wouldn't be something that I would like to release nowadays, because I grew so much from where I was in the past and elevated from that point. And like he said, putting, no really good message out there and leading people in the wrong direction. So I'd say I'd create something more different, but I do actually, have some songs back in the day that I would, kind of like redo in a way and edit certain stuff.
Okay. All right. So now that's been said, why don't we get into the single that you guys did? Let's talk about Came Up real quick. So let us know what's the meaning behind the title, and you know what I'm saying, some of the content of the song Came Up.
Okay, Came Up is basically, like how we started from nothing, like being poor, man, to being, around poor people and just having nothing, and how we elevated from that, and how like we're celebrating the elevation of like, hey, look, I was down, now I'm up now, and it's like an excitement feeling, like you overcoming something. So that's how the title came about, man. Like it's a big party almost, and it's just a good feeling overcoming that struggle.
Right.
Yeah, I would agree 100% with what Rallie said. Just coming up and just where you coming from, and just it's good when you're elevating and you actually see that you're elevating.
Okay. Have y'all done any performances of Came Up yet?
No, we haven't. Not yet.
Okay. I was gonna ask a question in regards to performing. Y'all have performed before though, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, we performed before.
Okay. Collectively, or just like on the solo tip, or like how did you guys do that?
Just overall.
Okay.
Overall, it's a different joints we released. You know.
All right. So that being said, what do you think was one of your best performances you've had thus far?
Well, my best, I think we did this one on New Year's of 2017, and and everybody was just like vibing with us, and we had the crowd's attention, and that's what I like the most. Like, it wasn't just dead, and everybody was enjoying themselves and vibing with us. Man, that frequency picked up and got very strong once we got that energy and had them going. It was a song we did. It was a multiple of us on the song, and I think that was one of my best performances ever.
Okay.
Yeah, mine would be probably back in Alaska. I could say I did like a competition up there, and I performed a song, and I could say that the crowd really loved what they was hearing and just relating, like I was bringing back before, just relation. They could relate to it, and they could understand the message that's being portrayed in it.
Okay. Have you had an opportunity to perform Light and Blunts yet?
Not yet. Yeah, not yet.
Okay. Is it a song you excited about and you want to see what the reception is?
Oh, most definitely. I would love to.
All right, word. Okay, so let's switch it up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? What's an artist that you would like to work with? And I want to add a little bit to that. Give me one, rapper that you would love to work with, and give me like one R&B singer, you know what I'm saying, that you would love to work with.
I would say J. Cole right now, and R&B singer Rihanna.
Yeah, it'd be kind of hard to lose with Rihanna.
Huh?
I said it'd be kind of hard to lose with a Rihanna on the hook. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there's plenty, man. I would work with, like almost anybody.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about you, Cory?
Mine actually would be J. Cole too, just because I just love his songs and I love the messages that he has to bring. And my R&B singer would probably be, I say Chris Brown maybe. Just because he's really good at what he does.
Yeah, he a vet at this stage in the game too, man, and he's another one where if you got Chris on the hook, or on the song, you definitely gonna have a hit on your hands. So, okay, cool. I'm liking both of those answers, man, and the same for Cole. Like, he definitely gonna bring it, on his lyrics and on his verse, and it's gonna be something of substance. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's a single type verse or something where you digging into a certain type of subject, I think. So that would be pretty dope.
Yeah, most definitely.
All right. So let's get into producers, man. What's one of you guys' or if you have a top 5 in producers, who would be in your top 5?
So, say that again, you said producers?
Yeah, like if you had to give a top 5 of your favorite producers right now that you would want to work with, who would those producers be and why?
You said right now?
Yeah.
Top 5. I like the Rick Ross movement, like the beat, like the sound.
Mm-hmm.
As far as like the energy that comes from it, like I like being versatile. So it's like it's a lot of different kind of flavors in that one group coming out. And I'm not exactly sure of who's behind the production, but definitely like a lot of different flavors. Like, you don't have to come in like one lane with them. You can do like multiple, like all at once, and that's what I like.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just like, man, you can express like a lot of different sides of yourself. You know, different experiences, different thoughts, feelings, all of the above, all in one.
Absolutely,
I like
absolutely.
to be able to get a chance to do that. And man, I don't know, see, this is a new era, man. So, you know, I kind of got my ear still out there for like who, you know, had that creativity. There's a certain creativity I'm looking for, not certainly a certain sound, but a certain creativity, and that you can elevate with. Because there's so many sides of us, man. And you can go down any lane, and it's just golden like that, man.
Okay. I think with Ross, he works with like the Justice League a lot. He worked with Bink Dog from you know, Bink did a lot on that Blueprint, that first Blueprint Hove drop. And you know, he did a lot of stuff for Siegel. Trying to think of some other producers he did, but them like his go-to guys. You know, so I definitely love that Ross music. 1500 or Nothing, I think that's another guy he works with frequently. Yeah, Ross is one of my current faves. So yeah, I definitely be listening out for his beats because he got a great ear for beats.
Okay, no doubt.
All right, Cory. What about you, sir? Who would be your current top 5 producers?
I could say if you ever heard of Scott Storch, I would say him because you know I like his creativity and his beats because he could really go any way, but for the most part, it's kind of like today's industry type sound. There's also London on the track. I like his beats as well. Boy Wonder, Drake's producer that he works with. And who else would there be? Have you ever? And also, like, there's this producer called Jay Cornell. I like his beats too, cause you know I just look for a certain sound and, like Rallie said, a certain creativity as well when I'm listening to something, and you know.
Okay. All right. I was hoping to hear Alchemist from one of you gentlemen. You know what I'm saying? Alchemist is one of my favorite producers.
Alchemist,
man.
Alchemist,
I didn't even think of that.
Great at what he does.
Yeah, man.
He's one of my favorites.
Yeah, I was just I had to cut the Schoolboy. I had to go back to Schoolboy's Oxymoron album. I was listening to that new one, and I was like, this ain't really doing it for me. So I went back to Oxymoron and I cut that Break the Bank on. You know, Alchemist did that joint, and I just was like, yeah, this is what I need right here.
Man. Yeah, like Alchemist. I love Alchemist, man. Swiss beat.
Yeah. Swiss another one. He laced Nas with that echo.
Yeah.
That's true. Just Blaze as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's fire.
Just Blaze he held down a whole era, damn near by itself. Him and Ye, old school Ye. You know what I'm saying? But all right.
That's an era.
Okay, so we talked about a lot of music topics. You know what I'm saying? I want to get into some other things, man. Is it any other endeavors y'all want to get into? Like, I know y'all doing the music right now, but you know, is it I don't necessarily want to say it's a template that all artists follow, but you know, it seems like it's just, you know, you start in one place and you branch out as you go on, and you start to find success in that initial, you know what I'm saying, thing that you're doing, you know what I mean? So what would be some of the other things that you got your eyes on, or are you just like laser focused, locked in on, you know, your music, and that's all you worried about at this point in time?
I would like to reach out with a clothing brand and actually movies also, cartoons also, books is on that list too.
Okay.
What about you, Cory?
Yeah, I would say, you know, movies, you know, comedy skits. I would say, like, you know, motivational videos, as well as, what's that word? Man, what's that? I could say, you know, books, like you said, books too, because, you know, guidance and experiences in a lifetime.
Yeah.
and just started my own clothing brand, like he said, and opening up some sort of business.
Okay. That's what's up. All right. What would be one of y'all favorite movies? Like, what would be the ideal movie you would want to be in? Like, would it even matter, or would it just be about the opportunity, or do you have like a specific movie you would be like, yeah, that's the type of movie I would want to go into first?
Yeah, something conscious, man. It's just like letting the people know that you can make it wherever you go to. We all starting to struggle. It's like the type of movie will be more based on that, like just showing the people that you can get out of what you're going through, you grow, develop, and teach others that come behind you on how to make it.
Word.
Yeah.
All right, they go the same for you, Cory, or you got another type?
I would say that same thing, but as well as, like something comedy, make people laugh. And I say make people laugh. So, like, because when you're laughing, you forget about your worries and stuff. So, like, but as well, like you said, addressing the issues as well, telling people that they can make it regardless, because, we all start from the bottom, most of us at least.
Right. Okay. All right. Bringing it back to the music, man. What's your top 5 albums that you could listen to like all day? You got deserted on an island, right? And you only could have these 5 albums. What would they be?
I would say Story is Big, Life After Death, Nas, Illmatic, Big Pun, Capital Punishment, Onyx, Shut 'Em Down, and I would say, I the name of the album, but it's a KRS album. KRS-One.
Okay, so the KRS one of his, or the BDP joints, or just one of his like solo joints?
One of his solo.
Okay. All right. What about you, Cory?
Mine would be probably J. Cole's 2014 Forest Hills Drive. I could say as well, he said Nas. I'm trying to remember which album. I could say It Was Written. I like that one. Or I Am, actually.
Okay.
Who else? I could say Cannabis. Because, and I would say another like King Los. I want to say his album. I would say one of his mixtapes.
Okay. I definitely wasn't expecting the Onyx joint, and I wasn't expecting the Cannabis. So that's dope. All right, man. So tell me a little bit about UTLM, man. What's coming up next? Tell the people what y'all representing and what y'all bringing to the table, man.
Yeah, UTLM, man. We got a powerful movement going on, man. We got like lyrics, man, messages, bars, and just more creativity. And it's a lot of different kind of music, and it's a lot of different kind of people. So like we coming like bringing that all in one, different subjects and personalities.
Mm-hmm.
So I would stay strong in that area.
Yeah, most definitely. It's like attacking every angle in the industry, like being overall just versatile. And messages is really important nowadays.
Word. All right. That being said, man, where do y'all see yourselves in the next 5 to 10 years?
Next 5 to 10 years in business, man. And I actually have a big interest for production. like producing and more music and teaching music.
Nice. All right, what about you, Cory?
I could say, just being successful and just helping people out and showing them the way, guiding them. Because most people don't really some people don't have that guidance that they need in life. And just being like a mentor, just helping people. And I could say like owning a business, owning some property with real estate, and just, I could say that.
Okay. All right. Well, I think we got enough in the can for this one, y'all. Definitely want to thank you, man, for the both of y'all for coming and doing this interview. I hope it lived up to y'all expectations. I definitely got some pleasant surprises throughout it. Before we get out of here, man, just let the people know again about y'all upcoming projects. Tell them where they can find you on social media, and you know what I'm saying. Whatever else, any shout outs you want to give, go ahead and let them ring.
Okay. Word. Shout out to UTLM. Rallie Quan on Instagram, Rallie Quan on Facebook, RALLIEQUAN. I am Rallie Quan. And, I would say everybody stay positive, man, be peaceful.
And I want to shout out, our manager, Big Steve. I want to shout out our engineer at Salt Mine Studios, Damien, as well as shouting out Salt Mine Studios itself, because, without their production, none of this would really be possible. And I could also, you can find me on social media at Cory Sjolin TV on Instagram, Cory Sjolin TV on Twitter, Facebook as well. You just Cory Sjolin. And like he said, just people just keep their head up and keep moving forward. And, if you're going through hell, you don't stop. You keep it moving and, try to just make the best out of your situation, because it could always be worse.
Word. Well said, y'all. Well said, man. All right, so we're going to leave it there, man. I look forward to working with y'all brothers, in the coming future, doing a couple more interviews with you. I have my collective over here at the podcast, next time around, and we'll get a little bit more in depth in some of the songs and material, of both of you guys. And, just want to thank y'all, once again for participating in this. And once it's ready to go, man, I'll send it y'all way. And, shoot that link out there to the people so they can hear y'all and, see what's going on with the camp.
Yeah, most definitely. I appreciate that.
Appreciate it, man.
All
We definitely appreciate it.
No doubt.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes, sir. All righty. Well, I'm going to go ahead, sign out. This old man Logan. It's a marathon, not a race, so please make it count. And this is Boulevard Ave. You dig? We catch up with y'all.